Welcome to episode 84 of Diaries. This has been a very frustrating day and recording an episode due to some technical difficulties, uploading my previous video and having room on my phone to record another. It's one of the reasons my last episode ran out before I could properly say goodbye and recite this last poem that I wanted to include in the last episode, but is actually timely for this one. So, this is a poem by Maya Angelou that fits into what I'm about to go into next, as well as what I was talking about before. And the poem is called Still I Rise. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may tride me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides. Just like hopes springing high, still I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes? Shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard. 'Cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll arise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. Love her. If you care to know more about my day and my current feelings, watch the previous episode and you will have some idea. Moving on, this is kind of part 2 of episode 82. Why do men get erections in the morning? This article is taken from the website iflscience.com. What does IFL? I don't even know what IFL stands for. But in any case, it's a good article, one of the best I found on the subject matter. It's by Justine Alford. Kind of funny. I didn't realize it was a female writing this. How interesting. It's an amusing, albeit often highly inconvenient, phenomenon that half of the world's population has to deal with on a regular basis. So what's the science story behind that morning glory? Let's find out. Morning glories, or nocturnal penile tumescence, as they are correctly called, are spontaneous erections that occur during sleep or while waking up. All blokes without erectile dysfunction are graced with them, and they normally occur around 3 to 4 times during sleep. NPT, which stands for nocturnal penile tumescence, or morning erections, which is simply erections while asleep, actually starts in utero, or in the womb, and continues throughout life. If it's any consolation, men aren't completely alone. Women also get clitoral erections. and vaginal engorgement during sleep. And various non-human animals also get NPT. While a few different theories have been proposed over the years to explain NPT, what causes it still remains uncertain. NPT, just like clitoral erections, is associated with REM, which is rapid eye movement, sleep. One idea is that during REM sleep, noradrenaline, 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 adrenerate, I can't say this word, noradrenergic, noradrenergic, okay, I'm just gonna leave that word alone, noradrenergic, noradren, just gonna leave that word, noradrenergic cells, neurons that release the neurotransmitter noradrenaline, norepinephrine, located in an area of the pons, part of the brainstem, called the locus coeruleus, are switched off. Whew, this is challenging, more than I thought. It is thought that these cells are associated with the inhibitory tone of the penis. Therefore, when their activity is reduced during REM sleep, testosterone-dependent excitatory I think it's excitatory tones can be expressed, which result in an erection. It's also been suggested that NPT is triggered by the release of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is released by cells that line the inside of blood vessels, which then diffuses into smooth muscle, causing it to relax. This also causes blood vessels to dilate, hence increasing blood flow to the penis, and voila, an erection. It's thought that increased activity of part of the pons during REM sleep triggers a cascade of events that ultimately lead to nitric oxide release by nerve fibers. This is also regulated by androgens such as testosterone. So we have discussed how, but what about why? One idea is that these sleep exercises actually contribute to the health of your junk. Erections cause the erectile tissue, corpora cavernosa, to swell, which in turn oxygenates the tissue. This oxygenation maintains its viability and helps to protect cavernous fibrosis, a condition that can ultimately lead to erectile dysfunction. Another interesting theory is that pitching a tent prevents men from wetting the bed. There are two main types of erections, psychogenic and reflex. The former starts with stimulating thoughts or images which trigger an erection via nerve signals. The latter is an involuntary process that occurs without sexy thoughts, and it's believed that a full bladder can trigger them. The nerves controlling these reflex erections are located in the sacral nerves of the spinal cord, which are also stimulated by a full bladder. Since it's difficult to pee with a stiffy, it's thought that NPT may prevent accidental nocturnal enuresis, which is bedwetting, period. While this may sound plausible, it seems unlikely because the body has lots of other methods to prevent you from wetting the bed. Furthermore, it doesn't really make sense that given nocturnal enuresis also affects women. It seems the most likely explanation is that all of that nighttime mischief is really helping to keep your crown jewels healthy. Be pleased he's looking out after you. And I find that so very interesting in this whole topic because after even speaking to a few different guys about this, most didn't realize that it was more for their health as opposed to simply part of the male process and of um, simply having to pee. That's what I had heard from a few different guys before reading that article and since then. And it just sounds like it's part of keeping the penis healthy. Like I said, oxygenating the blood, which I find kind of funny that many people with penises don't even realize this. So hopefully you've learned something new today and are a bit open-minded to all that there is out here to explore. Some things that we think we know all about, and many others we have absolutely no clue. So thank you for watching and listening. May you have a wonderful time exploring all of these topics that I cover, and then some. I love you. Enjoy. Mwah.